Hi, this is Dr. Cynthia Clark with Longevity Wellness. I'm an acupuncture physician, applied clinical nutritionist, and creator of Energy Evolution, and today we're going to be talking about how to stay healthy during cold and flu season. Right now, it's cold and windy, and I'm outside to prove the point of how important it is to keep your immune system up during these times of cold and wind. And the reason for that is because the environment that's in the outside of our bodies actually mirrors what happens on the inside of the body. So this is why when it's cold and wet outside, cold and damp, we can actually get those external factors that translate internally. This happens through what are called the wind points, or the wind holes, as they're sometimes known, that are located right up at the very top, gallbladder 21. There are also several that happen around the neck and also on the front side of the chest. So this is why it's a very important time to make sure that you keep all of these points nice and covered up. This is a great time to wear a scarf. You'll also notice that the Chinese shirts that have the mandarin collars, that's why they have the mandarin collars, is because the wind points are the places at which our lungs are most exposed to our skin, where they're closest to the surface of the skin, and therefore they're easiest to get congested and contaminated. Here in Sarasota, we've also been going through an additional factor that makes us even more susceptible. So if you've been hearing the people around you coughing and hacking and wheezing and it's getting on your nerves, or you're the one that's coughing and hacking and wheezing, part of the reason that this is happening right now is because of all of the stress that's happened right after the holidays in combination with the red tide that we've just had. This past Saturday, I was out biking on Legacy Trail, as I often am on the weekends, getting ready for my next triathlon, and there was a lot of coughing, and the bikers knew they weren't sick. They knew that the coughing started right when they got on the trail because of the algae blooms from red tide. So be especially aware, if you live in a coastal region, that this is the time of year that we can get more of that algae in our system, and that makes us more susceptible to colds, which are, our colds and our flus are either viral, they're bacterial, they're parasitic, or they're fungal. And all of those little critters have different ways that they interact with our body. So best thing that you can do during this time is to make sure that you're eating well, that your digestive system is regulated, and this is really important because when the bacteria, fungus, virus, and parasites that are already living in you get out of balance, then that's when we really start to feel icky and achy and ucky. And so be sure to tend to yourself the way you usually do, and if that's not enough, see your natural health care practitioner right away, because it's important to take care of this sooner rather than later, not only because of your own health, so that you don't infect other people, because you want to be a good human. Go be a good human and make sure you don't affect other people. Take care of yourself, keep yourself covered up, and see your doctor if you need to.